Welcome back to Bossin Up with Ballard podcast. I'm your host, Roderick Ballard, and I'm excited to have you here for another episode. Last time we talked about leadership and influence, breaking down the different leadership styles. Today we're going to get into a crucial point of mine. Like, it's very key to everyone. It really applies to everyone. Time management and productivity. Whew. Some people don't manage our time enough. A lot of people can't because they ain't got enough productivity. So whether you hustling in the corporate world, running your own business, or managing life day to day, mastering skills that really can make a difference is time management and productivity. The importance of time management is just time is money. Time is money, y'all. Time is money. And if you ain't managing your time, you leaving a lot of opportunities at the door and on the table. It is very important to have time management, having efficiency. Good management helps you get more downtime. It helps you get more stuff done in less amount of time. It's like flipping a hustle. If you want most of your return for your effort, you got to have good efficiency. You got to have good time management and productivity. Being able to do this, you're able to have a stress reduction. And what I mean by stress reduction, you just able to manage your time well, where you ain't stressed out. You ain't doing stuff last minute. Last minute is horrible. When you do last minute stuff, you get last minute results. For real. You get last minute results. You won't be able to achieve your goals. You won't be able to achieve your goals. Clear time management allows you to be able to reach your goals faster. I've learned that over my journey. You got to be able to have the time management productivity so you can be able to get stuff done. It was very key when I was in school to be able to do things and get it done in a timely manner. Even working in group settings, even at work, is things that I need done and projects done that need to be done in a timely manner. So that's big. Setting priorities to what needs to be priorities within your time management and productivity. Not everything on your to-do list is created equal. Your rent is not compared to those new Jordans coming out. That's a priority. That's the example I want to give. Like, you can't compare that, or you have to make that rent payment. You have to make that mortgage payment. You have to make that car payment. You have to make these things because that's priority to your daily activities and time management and productivity. You have to figure out these matters. You have to identify your goals, what you're trying to achieve. You got to break them down, short term and long term, smallest to biggest. You got to rank these in tiers or tasks, however you want to do it. You got to rank them because you got to show what's important and urgent. You got to know what to do, what needs to be done. Some people just go off the fly. For example, if you get paid twice a month, once a month, you haven't broke nothing down on what really matters. Like, what really matters when it comes, you have your utilities that need to be paid, your rent that need to be paid. And if you got a car payment, your car payment, you have to get groceries, things like that. That's priority. You have to have these things broken down and planned it out so you can know what's important and what's urgent. And just focus on high impact activities, spending most of your time focusing on what really matters to be able to impact your goals daily, monthly, yearly, and in the future, and in your next 5 years. Managing your time is very key. Some of the things I do as far as technique wise, I work from home. I try to make it to where I work 30 to 45 minutes, take a 5-minute break. Sometimes I repeat that cycle. Sometimes I take a longer break. You just want to keep fresh focus. As far as time management, time blocking off, you got to dedicate some time for different tasks and activities. You have to. It helps you stay organized. It helps you stay assured and up to par as far as your lifestyle. And then just making sure you divide your tasks up. Just making sure your urgent is important and your important is not urgent, and your urgent but not important, or neither urgent nor important. So you really have to manage those different techniques. That's what I really do with me. I just focus on what's important to me, my tasks. Sometimes it switches up, but I make sure I continue to write down and dedicate my time to everything. A lot of people don't do this because they procrastinate. They don't know how to overcome procrastination. Let's be real. We all procrastinate sometimes. Overcoming it is the key to staying productive, to manage the time and be productive in this world, work, family, everything. You just really got to break it into smaller steps Big tasks can be very overwhelming. I know it'd be overwhelming for me. So sometimes I have to break it down small to biggest or however I want to say it. But I got to make the smallest and then I got to make the biggest and then I go from there. And it's easier to manage it that way. I do my finances that way. I do my relationship, my marriage like that. I break down the little things that need to be done and then I work my way up. And I put it to important and urgent, setting deadlines, giving deadlines to myself, everything. Even with that, you got to have self compose. You got to be able to figure out what's important and urgent. Finding a motivation. Why is time management and productivity so important? You have to remind yourself that and remind what your end goal is to stay motivated. My end goal right now is to continue to save at this point in time in my life, save money, manage money, and be able to invest later down the road. Some of the things I use personally, everybody in today's society, everybody has a phone. So kind of use different apps like Trello to be able to keep track of tasks on my phone. I'm a big fan of writing it down on my notepad, or every note or, little pad, just taking down ideas and writing down what's important just to keep me, far as up to date and it just keep me in the loop of things that's on my mind. And also just putting things in the calendar, like putting things in your Outlook camera, your Google camera, your Yahoo calendar, whatever calendar you got. Even if you got to write it down and put it on the refrigerator, do that, because a lot of this stuff will rescue even in your marriage, it'll rescue time. Hey, I got this going on. Write it down. I write it down on the calendar. I got this going on. Or I try to communicate it earlier. I got this going on. I got this going on. Please remember, but I got this going on. Reminding I got this event going on. I'm reminding every day up to the day. So just make sure to ask things that you can use. Like everybody's carrying a phone. Everybody's carrying technology these days where you can jot it down or you can use one of these free apps that they have to jot down information and give you reminders every day, daily, daily, timely, hour, minute, however you want to do it to notify you on things that you need to do, just having a productive environment to where you can do these things as far as time management and being able to do that, you got to be in a good place where either in your home, the library, where you can break down these things, where you can get rid of the unnecessary items in your life, where you can break down your finances, you can break down what you need to do every day. You can break down, I can do this at this time. I got a schedule every day for me that really works. Wake up early, get up, definitely want school in, take my daughter to school, come back, work, make sure I'm taking breaks between me working. Also, just managing. Okay, I pick my daughter up from school, bring her back, do this. So I got things broken down the whole day until I wash and go to bed. So that's key. And just also when you making your schedule to life and making your time management better, just turn off that phone if you're not on a phone or put it on silent so where you ain't getting no notifications because you want to make sure you're making decisions with a clear mind. Some people try to do things that really matter in life and still have the device in your hand. And sometimes you make an act of, I think that's how you say it, decisions on life things that's going to affect your future. So just make sure you're doing that. And with me, by me working from home, you got to give yourself some boundaries. You got to maintain a work-life balance, no matter if you work from home, if you go into the office, you got to find that. You got to set boundaries. You got to know when to shut off work and relax. This helps prevent burnout. This helps prevent burnout with the family. And also just understanding how to schedule downtime. Just like scheduling for work. You got to schedule time to relax, have fun, go on vacation. You got to do all that. And you just got to stay active as well. You got to stay active so you can be able to boost your energy and productivity. You got to find time to move, run around, walk around the block, go to the track, go to the gym. You got to be able to find time to do these things because if you don't, how can I say, if you don't, it can lead to you not making great decisions. And that's how I feel with that. Like I feel that you got to make great decisions. You have to make great decisions. I feel that this is a great topic with procrastination because for some of my past experiences, if I procrastinated, I wouldn't have been on a great basketball team. If I procrastinated, I wouldn't have been on a good football team. if I would have procrastinated, I wouldn't have graduated college or high school. And I wouldn't necessarily say you got to procrastinate to not do any of those things. But you have to set boundaries, time management, what goals you have in hand. So you really have to focus on that. You got to really focus on, and the only way you can boss up is making sure you got enough time management and productivity in the day to do it. Definitely for the grown folks and the younger folks with families, we have to make sure we doing time management and having enough productivity to be able to do everything we need to do to see our families take it to the next level. So that's the biggest thing with that. And with that being said, I just want to thank everybody definitely for today's episode of Bossin Up with Ballard. Time management productivity is key to leveling up in every area of life. Remember that. Remember that. It's all about setting priorities, using the right tools, and creating the right environments that can support your goals. If you found that this episode was valuable to you, please share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. Next time I'll be diving into other topics. I want you to, if you don't want to miss it, until till then, keep pushing forward and embrace your journey and keep bossing up with Ballard. Appreciate it. Peace.